Hello everyone, once again welcome to Aweil Spider channel. Welcome to South Sudan Pride channels. Will Spider was the channel name before I changed it recently. So it keep on coming to my mind whenever I want to mention South Sudan Pride. You may excuse me for that. So welcome to South Sudan's Spider, South Sudan Pride channel. It is one of the contents which I would like to bring to you. It's all about floods in Northern Bahr El Ghazal states. You can see how close it is to the roads. It has cut the road somewhere, hit there. You will see it later. This flood here has destroyed so many crops, and many other houses have collapsed. Some houses collapse on, fall on people. It is terrible things actually. Just few days ago, the canoe which people used to cross the river just capsized, and about 8 people went missing. Unfortunately, about 4 people's bodies were found, and the other 4 people bodies were not found. So flood is affecting people seriously in Northern Bahr El Ghazal states. This is Aweil town, and you have seen how it has occupied a very big space, or very big lands in the towns. It went as far as cutting the roads within the towns. So it is something very, very, very bad. Even tarmac roads, it crossed it. The only good things with this flood is that it has come with so many fish. It has come with a different type of fish. That's the only good thing with it. That's the only advantage of it, but it has so many disadvantages. So many people have evacuated their homes to a bit highlands within the towns, and others are still preparing to evacuate. Even governments of the states have involved to evacuate those who are affected by the floods to the highlands, and they are preparing to also give them plastic sheet and some materials which are helpful to them. This year's flood is so terrible. It has affected thousands and thousands of people in the area. Water is good, but when it is too much, it has so many bad consequences. Like this year, we received not much rain, but still it has flooded all over. You can see here, see, it has cut the tarmac roads from here. People drives and walks in waters. Yeah, it has crossed tarmac roads here, and you see it is too much. It is so too much actually. It has occupies about 2/3 of the state's area. So many people are evacuated to the highland. These are the people who are affected, and they are evacuated here. See, they are putting temporary shelters around here. Their houses are completely destroyed by the flood. They have decided to shift here so that they can come and stay here. And still it is not far from the flood, just within the town, and the flood is approaching every place. It has not been easy for the inhabitants who resides here. This one of town is a bit better, but outside the town it is so terrible. There is no one house is still standing now. All houses have collapsed, and people have shifted. It has collapsed. It has made the house to collapse. All crops are destroyed by these heavy floods. It is September, but usually when it is in September, it doesn't rain that much. It started to rain slowly. Then in December, in October, in mid-October, it will stop raining. Just a matter of few months for rain to stop raining. But these few days is like a year for those that are affected by the flood. See, it has squeezed people in a very small area which is a bit high. You will see ahead there later. So many people have shifted to the beach islands. You can see there. Those are the temporary shelters of those unaffected by the floods. See, and it is so close to where they have put up their temporary shelters. If it continue raining, still that place will be affected too, and they will shift somewhere. You can see there. This is the railway. That one there is railway, and that is where they have come up. There is no way out. You can see up there. They are there on the railway. They put up the temporary shelters on the railway, and still it is not that fine with them. You can see here. This is a tarmac road which the flood have crossed. People are walking here, others are driving motorbikes and motor cars over here. See, you can see. Sometimes people used to fish here, they catch some fish. They say at night when you come with torch and you light the torch there, you can get a swarm of whatever, a swarm of fish moving. One can catch enough of it for sale and for foods at home. It is something very tough. So a flood has got some good effects and bad effects. But bad effects are so many and good effects are not that much. It is actually in plans for authorities in the area to put some trenches so that this water can pass without affecting some houses. They are now trying to dig some dikes so that the water can pass through, even some canals and those kind of things, where the water can pass through to the rivers. But this one of this year is too much. It's too much. You can even see here it is just near to the main road. And down there, so many houses have collapsed, and people are in the mid of crisis. They got nothing to do but to come up closer to roads. No plastic sheets, no whatever, and they are there. It is a very terrible situation to people who are affected by the floods in the town here and outside the town. It is something terrible. But it is not only this year, even last year it flooded. It used to flood every year this time. Used to floods. Others who have shifted far to where the floods cannot reach are a bit better now, but those that have not yet shifted, they are still affected by flood. I think this one of this year will make them to evacuate all their houses to islands so that the floods cannot affect them again. It is not that easy here. Just within the town, and flood us, destroy everything, crops, houses, and so many things. Outside the town it is terrible. It is terrible. All houses are down, crops destroy, livestock are also in a terrible health situation because of too much water in the area. Kindly consider to subscribe, guys. I see so many people watching, they don't subscribe. Subscribe and